Hi, today I'm going to do a video just talking about some of the new natural and organic cleansers that I've been trialing out. I've been trialing out natural and organic brands in general, which tend to be quite niche brands. They're not necessarily the big names that we've all heard of, but there are just so many new and quite exciting and very authentic niche brands that are really focusing on natural and organic ingredients and kind of manufacturing. So today I'm just going to feature cleansers, but if you do like this type of video, then let me know in the comments, because I've also been trialing out masks and serums and all types of other natural organic products. So today we'll just focus on cleansers. So the first one I'm going to mention is Romilly Wild, and this is a UK-based 100% natural plant-based skincare range. And this cleanser is the Light Energy Serum Cleanser. And it really does feel kind of like a serum. It's quite an expensive cleanser, this one. So for me, it's not one that I would just use to take my makeup off and, spend 3 seconds on. It's something that I've been using really as kind of a second cleanse, or more of a kind of nighttime cleanse, when I've got time to leave the ingredients on and really massage my face. So I've been using it in a kind of in that sort of way, and it lends itself to massage because it is an oil-based cleanser. It is good for all skin types, so it doesn't leave any oily residue. And it's just packed with amazing ingredients, which I've written down because I probably was going to forget them otherwise. So it has crampseed oil, sea buckthorn, camellia oil, which it really smells of, omega oils. It has white water lily and arnica as well. And it also contains manuka honey, which really you can tell with the texture. The texture is just so kind of... Actually, when I first tried it, I was convinced it had some kind of silicone or something in it, because it just had that real modern texture that often silicone-based products have, but it really doesn't have any silicone in. And I'd show you the texture, but yeah, I've kind of finished this one now. This is my second one that I finished, but it's bright orange, and it really is very, very sort of honey textured, and just amazing for massages. So quite a high price point, but if you like your really clean, pure plant skincare, this is something that is a real treat if you can leave it on for a 5 or 10 minute massage at night to really deep cleanse. So the next cleanser is by a brand called Elixir, and this again is a British niche brand. Sorry, 2 British ones, but I'm British, so I'm kind of seeing these natural niche brands coming through. And this one is called the Gummy Facial Cleanser, and it's really the texture that drew me to this, although it does have some really amazing ingredients. And the whole sort of premise behind this range is that they are globally sourced ingredients that have some kind of rich history behind them. And this particular cleanser has something called the Kakadu Plum Extract, which is an Australian fruit, very rich in vitamin C, so it has that brightening quality. But it also has lots of really nice oils again. So you've got all those incredible oils, just very good, like the previous one, for taking off makeup and really having a very, very deep cleanse. Some of the oils it contains are almond, apricot, sunflower seed oil, macadamia nut oil, and the thing that gives it this really gummy texture is xanthan gum, which is you often use in cooking actually, and glycerin. And it really is the texture that I'm kind of so into. So when you squeeze this one out, it's quite hard to get out because it's really kind of thick. But you kind of warm it up in your hands, put it all over your skin, and which takes a bit of spreading, but get it all over. And then you can start massaging. And then what actually happens, and the reason I like it so much, and the reason I think it's kind of like a facial, is because once it's all over your skin, you can start to do these kind of, if you start to pat your skin all over, it's a bit like if you've ever had a vacuum suction facial, which is a facial where they use this little instrument that kind of picks up your skin and drops it down each time using a vacuum. It's very like that. So as you're sort of patting your skin, it's lifting your skin and dropping it down. It's just very, very good for improving the circulation. So I just really enjoyed the texture of this one. So next cleanser I'm going to talk about is a face wash, and this is the Stem Cellular Facial Wash by Juice Beauty. This is their 2-in-1 cleanser, and we're leaving the UK now. This is very much a Californian brand. It's also an organic, natural and organic brand. It's between 70 and 95% organic, each different product. This one, as the name suggests, is based on fruit stem cells, and it also has lots of juices in. So it has lemon juice, apple, grape juice, aloe vera juice, and it also has grapeseed oil and sunflower seed oil. It's quite high in vitamin C and vitamin E because of that, so it's a really nice one. I found it wasn't great at removing makeup if you had a lot of long wearing makeup on, because it's not, obviously it's more of a face wash, it's not an oil or a balm like the previous textures, but it was really nice for a second cleanse, or if you're someone that always likes to finish by washing your face, or if you don't wear a lot of makeup, or it's great as a morning face wash. So very often the brands or the products that I'm trying out have been recommended to me by clients, and it's really a two-way street. You know, often I always recommend products to clients, but they recommend things to me as well. And this next brand that's exactly how I found out about it. And it was via Kate Bosworth. And she's a client of mine and a friend, and she has incredible skin. So when she says she likes something, I always listen, and we always share tips and kind of swap products. So this brand is called Ison that she recommended, and this is an all organic, natural, wild crafted brand from Colorado, and it's been put together. The founder is a woman called Bunny, who's a clinical nutritionist, and it's very much about the real kind of wild organic ingredients, which are all sourced locally, and it's packaged on site, so none of it is done off site. And it's something that even when you smell it, you can tell that it's got kind of, it's like you're really walking into somebody's garden, you know, it's got that kind of life and vitality to it. Now I've picked, because I have a kind of more of a combination to oily skin, I chose the lavender and sage cleanser from this brand, but they do have other cleansers for other skin types. This particular one contains aloe juice, so I've got the aloe vera juice again for the soothing, honeysuckle extract, which is a really good ingredient, and then it has some quite strong oils which you can smell, things like lavender, sage, and lemon tea tree oil. They're oils which can, if you've got very sensitive skin, cause sensitivity, but if you're like me, which I'm not really sensitive, but I am kind of oily and prone to breakouts, that it can be really, really good, and it does smell incredible. I particularly enjoyed just using it as a final wash at night when I've kind of used just a basic makeup remover, and then I've done a wash with this and kind of tried to breathe in the kind of that real lavender smell, which is just so relaxing and lovely. So it's felt like a real bedtime treat. So the next product I'm going to mention actually comes with a story. So pull up a chair, because this is a kind of horror story. So a few months ago, I was on a job, and it was in South Africa, and I'd flown in the night before. I literally went straight to the shoot in the morning, super tired, worked all day in the sun, and kind of got back to the makeup room at the end of the day, and it was really hot, and I was prepping all this body makeup for the next day. And I kind of was in the middle of doing something and reached back and picked up what I thought was a bottle of mineral water and glugged it down, and realised that I had glugged down some micellar water, or micellaire water if you're French. So firstly, it tasted disgusting, as it would. You're not meant to drink it, of course. And I threw up. But so I wasn't worried about my stomach, but my throat was in agony, and I kind of really burnt the skin on my throat. So I quickly had to do some research on the ingredients, and I was kind of horrified to find out that it had antifreeze in it. Now, lots of products do have that in, because it's not the type they use in cars. It's more of a cosmetic grade of that. But I was just horrified at how much damage it was doing to my throat, because I thought that it was quite low down on the ingredients, but I could feel that the skin was almost peeling off of my throat. So I was panicking and really researching and trying to find out if there was a hospital I could go to, or what I was going to do. To cut a long story short, I drank loads and loads and loads of milk and water, and eventually it kind of all calmed down, and I felt that I was going to be okay, and I'm here now, so luckily it was okay. But it did put me off the products that I'd been using. It made me want to research 100% natural ingredient of these types of micellar waters, because I just felt like of course you're not going to drink them, and of course the type of this type of antifreeze that they use in them, in lots of the kind of big brand ones, is not going to damage your skin, but it just, as you can imagine, it was not a nice experience. So it got me on this whole researching thing for natural waters, and I found quite a lot. So the first one I found is by a brand called IKEA, and this is a French brand, and this one is 99.7% natural and 68% organic in terms of the ingredients. It's also got the aloe vera juice, which is the basis for it, and then it has something called guarana water, which, I don't know, sometimes you take in supplements. It's kind of very, very stimulating, more stimulating than caffeine, so it is quite stimulating to the skin, that one. Maybe not great if you're super sensitive, but personally everyone that tried it here found it to be great. It also has sea fennel and lots of other natural ingredients, and it does what all micellar waters do, which is, take off your makeup and your eye makeup very quickly. Another one that was new to me was this brand Medora, which is a Latvian brand, and this is their micellar water, which is 99% natural ingredients, and it's a certified organic brand. It's really nice. Also contains hyaluronic acid, so it's a bit of a treat as well. Now, I actually have 4 more of these waters. However, I don't want this film to turn into just being about them, so I'm actually going to do a blog post about those, and I'll let you know via my social media when that blog post is live on my site, so do check it out if that's of interest to you. So I've really enjoyed trying out all of these quite culty, quite interesting natural brands, and if you have enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, because I could do another one with the masks that I've kind of got into using, or I've really liked, or the serums or the moisturizers, etc. So do let me know.